Shapewear, Pinterest, handbags, Father's Day, sleep deprivation. Kristen and Jen, they've talked about it all, and millions of people have watched them.
Yeah, pretty cool for the Nebraska natives behind I'm Mom So Hard. And back home from LA, 5 shows, all of them sold out, so we're really sorry, but happy to bring them to you this morning.
Oh, yeah, you get them right here. We're excited to have them on our show. Kristen Hensley and Jen Smedley. Thanks
Hi,
for
guys. It's
Hi.
nice to see you.
Nice
to be here.
Welcome home, by the way.
Thank
Welcome
you
back
so
to
much.
Nebraska.
It's great to be back.
How did this thing get started?
Oh, gosh.
Because it's called, the series is called I'm Mom So Hard, right?
It is.
It's ironically my dad's fault because he. Oh, actually, well,
You want to talk
the
about
shows
how
or how
the show or how we ended up here back in Nebraska?
I'm Mom So Hard.
The Mom series, the web series.
All right. That's a little early for us. We're in California time, I'm not going to lie. Well, we were just commiserating one night about
Kids and
How
how
difficult
hard
it
it is,
is.
and that
Yeah.
we weren't doing a very good job, and
Yeah.
so we were drinking
Yeah.
wine, and by some we mean
A lot.
probably a lot.
Yeah.
And we were kind of crying and laughing at the same time, like, this is terrible now, but I'm sure it's funny later.
Yeah.
And then we thought if we just started creating these videos, maybe we would make other.
we were
So
like,
let's
we can't be
tape
the
it.
only ones who feel this way.
And
Right.
sure enough,
Right.
you were right. Because the response, were you shocked? Did you feel like you were?
We're still shocked.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think on some level, Jen and I knew that we are surrounded by really great women and really great moms, and that they're fun and funny and have strong sense of humor and aren't quite so, like, what do you call it, like fragile or precious or whatever.
Yeah.
You could really have a good time. So we were like, why isn't that translated into any sort of, like, video or?
Yeah, a lot of mom content out there is like a little depressing, or it's like tutorial. It's not like
Yeah.
Well, it's perfection based, I feel like. And
Yeah.
it's sort of this license. It's okay to be yourself and to make mistakes and
Yes.
have fun.
Yes.
And still be a great mom. It's
Yeah.
all possible.
Yeah, and we just need to, like, laugh through it and be supportive
Yeah.
of each other and not be so quick to judge. We really do believe that most women out there are just trying to do the best
Yeah.
job they can do. It's hard to balance work. It's hard to balance life. It's hard. So we just wanted to have some fun with it and
Yeah.
just speak from the heart, be honest, and it worked.
But you're exploring these topics that all women can relate to. And I
Sure.
think that's what's funny about it, because, and you do it in a funny way.
Thank you.
I'll lay in bed and we'll lay in there with our phones with my wife, and she'll say, "You got to see this. You got to see this," and then she'll hand me her phone, and it's you two talking about whatever happened that
Your
particular day.
Spanx video, is that the one that people stop you most about, or is there
There's
another?
a few.
Yeah.
There's a few, but I would say Spanx
That
is
or
Oh
pretty
my
body
God!
hair.
I
Body
cannot
hair
believe you
Spanx.
guys wore Spanx on camera. That took serious gall.
Well, they make me look skinnier, so I was like, if you're gonna see me, this is better than
we
a
don't know
nude
what you
scene.
mean. Wait,
Yeah.
What?
you mean.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even want my husband to see me in Spanx because it's not pretty underneath. You know what I mean? It's like they're
No,
not
I
meant
am
to be pretty. They're
100%
functional.
aware of what you mean, but I'm like, on some level, I feel like it's better than what's underneath the Spanx. It holds everything in. It's like,
I look amazing.
Yeah.
right? I just look like a weird Barbie body. It's great. Not even that. It's,
But you're not just moms, though.
Right, we're
you're
not.
professional, and you've been in entertainment for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What are your backgrounds?
Well, I feel like we come from a strong comedy background. We're both.
I keep looking to you like
I
I,
know,
don't
I'm
know
like,
the
I don't
answer
know
to
the-
any of this.
We've been creating, producing, and writing for a really long time. Both of us come from having done a bunch of commercials and some TV and film, and we've just been in the game for a while. But we've really come from a strong background of live performance,
Well,
of
Jen,
doing
you
improv
did
and sketch.
improv here in Omaha before you
Yeah.
moved to LA.
Yeah, I started doing comedy here in Omaha when I was like 16. So I've only been doing it about 4 years.
years.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in Omaha?
Yes.
Where'd you go to school?
Bellevue.
Bellevue. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about you, Kristen?
Where am I from
Yeah.
originally? I'm from Central City, Nebraska. Sure, you guys have heard of it. It's a large city in the middle of the state.
Central. part, yeah.
It's rumored to have the world's biggest popcorn ball, but I don't know. That's just urban legend.
But did you guys? Did you know
know?
each other before you hooked up in
No,
LA?
This is the weird thing. We should have known each other.
Should have known
'cause,
each other.
You know, or I should have known like a cousin or something like that. Like, 'cause Nebraska's not
We
that
had
huge.
the same friends
Yeah.
and the same circles, never met, moved to Venice, California, small little beach town.
We lived a block and a half away from each other, never met. Like, we
We-
were all the same people in LA, and then
Yep, never met. And then we
Met.
went to some weird, obscure theater that had 4 people in the audience. I was one of them. And she was doing a show. And I was like, she's really funny. And then we got to talking and figured out we were both from
Yeah.
Nebraska. And then the rest is a love story.
You're fast friends.
Yeah, fast
You're
friends.
genuine friends. This
Genuine
isn't a
friends.
business thing. Yeah.
Well, listen. I'm sorry, but if, any of the big dogs like Adele came in and was like, you can only have
You'd
one friend.
replace me with Adele.
So fast.
you know what? You can do that. If Adele, you can do that.
She's
That's
got to make
totally
room in her
fine. I don't-
squad,
yeah,
Jen. There's not enough room for both of you.
But you got the web series, but now you're on the road, and that's why you're in Omaha.
That was your dad's idea.
That's your dad's idea.
Yes, that's
No,
no,
it
that's
wasn't
not
my dad's
even
What did your dad do?
It's his fault. He buys these toys from Fat Brain Toys,
Oh, funny. Yeah, it's a great place.
and they saw them in the video, and
Yeah, they
contacted us
called
and-
us and said, "Hey, we want to bring you home to do a show," and we were like, "Yes, that sounds amazing." And then they go, "We'll fly back your whole families," and we're like, "Oh gosh, that's."
yeah.
I saw online you
Yeah.
guys packing and like kids crawling around suitcases. It looked like an undertaking
you
to
should
prepare.
have seen the after picture. It was my son was wearing gauze across his
Yeah.
nose, like
There
'cause
was one bloody child.
Dashiell wrestled him or punched him in the nose, and her son punched my
Yeah.
son. But they're good friends. They were
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
playing. So
They're big
Finn had a
boys.
gash on his nose, and we had gauze, and it was like we were sweaty messes by the
Yeah,
end.
I had a
It was-
double ear infection when I boarded
Oh.
the flight, so it was.
Off to a great start, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But 5 shows. I know
5
you had a
shows. We-
couple, and then you had to add a few because you were selling out.
We sold out, so we added 2 shows just to
That's amazing.
make the moms know that we wanted to. We were blown away by that. We
Yeah.
had no clue. We were sort of like, if we don't sell at the whole theater, can we make it smaller so we don't feel bad about ourselves? And then we
Yeah.
ended up selling 5 shows, and we were like,
Yeah.
What is happening?
what is happening? And last
Yeah.
night it came to fruition. We had our first show, and it
And
was
it's not like your friends, and it's just your friends and family coming out to support you. These are
These are
people you don't
fans.
know.
She's
These
got
are
a
big
really
fans.
big
Legit
fan.
fans.
I
Is it
do
big
have a
family?
large
Could
family.
be
In
a
a
large.
push to, if it really
Yeah.
came down to it, I could fill a house with just kin, but they wouldn't find me that funny.
Are you guys doing more videos? I mean, I know you've got
Yes.
the tour thing happening, but
Yes.
you've got more topics because people
Sure,
would.
the web
you
series
know.
is #1 to us. Well, actually, our children are #1 to us.
Yeah,
Strong.
Right.
that goes without saying. but-
Does it?
Yeah.
So we're doing we're gonna get back, and we have
Yeah.
6 or 7 more episodes to do.
And
And
we took not really a break. We're just doing a different kind of content for the next week, and then we're gonna be back.
Get
to
back
our-
at it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
because we love doing that.
And yes, she's the one from the eyeglasses commercial. If you've been watching her this entire time thinking she looks so familiar, well, she's Jeannie with the pink glasses. So yeah, hashtag I Mom So Hard. So on any of the big social platforms, like Twitter, that's what you're searching. Millions of views, and for good reason. Kristen and Jen, thank you so much
Yes,
for being here.
and she's right. We have a lot of, no offense to you, we've had some big name guests in here. My wife doesn't care about any of them, but when she found out you guys weren't going to be here, she wanted to be here. She's like, I got to get there. I got to get to the studio.
Genuine,
She really loves you
genuine
guys.
fans, even without knowing there was a Nebraska connection. Just moms
Really?
love your message.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
for
a lot.
being here.
Good luck.
Thank you so